Hi everyone, thank you for tuning into my channel. I wanted to take you guys along with me while I made my very first set of cash envelopes. I am using vellum paper and laminating sheets and some labels that I bought off Amazon. I only had about 3 sheets of the vellum paper, so I was only able to make 9 cash envelopes in total. And here I am just cutting them down to size 6 inches by 3 inches. And at the end, you'll see I add 1/2 inch for the hole punching. So I do want to say that this is just how I choose to make my envelopes. I know there's a lot of other tutorials out there that probably show you a much simpler method, but this is how it made sense in my mind to make it. Here I am cutting down the laminating sheets, also 6 inches by 3 inches, and I'm making sure to cut off those round corners and making sure that my envelopes basically all have 4 straight edges. So I did choose to get my labels off of Amazon instead of creating them or printing them, because I really just wanted to make these envelopes as quickly as possible. I know there's methods of using Canva and all of that, but I didn't want to hassle with the printer and measurements and all of that. So here I just chose the 9 categories that I wanted to focus my attention on with my new budget, and I'm just placing them on top of my vellum paper before I laminate them. And right here I did put my laminating sheets that I cut down to the same size. I did flip them inside out, and I put my vellum paper on top of that, and I am just lining it up. And if you notice, I did only put 2 vellum papers in one laminating pouch, for the simple fact that that last one that you place horizontal, it always moves no matter what I do. I don't know if I'm missing something, but it always moves and gets crinkled. And since I was limited on the vellum that I had, I did not want to ruin what I did have, and so I chose to, I guess, use more laminating sheets just to make sure that everything lined up while laminating. So once I finished laminating all my envelopes, here I am just cutting out some extra of the laminating sheets, and I am trying to measure out the holes. I had not played with that hole puncher yet, and so I took one of the binders I had lying around, and I'm just measuring the holes to make sure I have everything aligned. And I'm so glad I did this at this point versus later because the holes definitely didn't line up at first. And so here I am cutting an opening to my envelope to make that pouch, as you can see. And once I've done that, I'm just going to go ahead and cut as close to the sides as possible to remove that excess laminating paper. And here is where I add that 1/2 inch at the bottom to make space for my holes. And if you're not adding your envelopes into ring binders, you don't necessarily have to add that 1/2 inch. All you have to do is just cut around the sealed parts. And I'm just doing this, cutting a sliver off the top to create the opening of the pouch on all of my envelopes. And since this is my first time actually creating my own envelopes, I do want to experiment with different ways of making it, different styles. And so if you guys are interested in not necessarily a tutorial, but just watching me create my own envelopes, let me know in the comments below and I can definitely do that for you guys. This whole process took me about an hour from start to finish, and it was fun. I did play around with everything prior to, which is why I have all of the materials. And so technically, since I already had everything, all my envelopes were free. Just kidding. And so here I am just hole punching all of my envelopes. And I am going to be, I didn't realize I was out of frame here, but what I'm doing is just cutting closer to that sealed edge to make everything more crisp. As you can see, the little extras. And I'm just placing them in my binder, and I'm going to show you all the categories that I thought of, that I wanted to focus on. And so yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And if you guys want to see more, just let me know. I had so much fun creating these, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you. Bye.